Is real estate technology making the market more confusing than ever? In the last video, I was pretty vocal about some of the changes that are happening in our market. And after running the most recent inventory reports, it doesn't look like much has changed since that video. However, I do feel like I'm able to help my buyers and sellers more than I ever have before, and here's why. You see, many buyers and sellers rely on some really great public websites for their real estate information, most obvious ones being Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, and Redfin. And while all these websites make the buying and selling experience more high-tech, there's one variable that they haven't quite figured out yet: accurately estimating the value of properties. In fact, analyzing property values is where keeping it real has finally gone right. Here's a specific example of what I was talking about. I just randomly picked a home that's been on the market for over 60 days, and I wanted to take a look at what Zillow and Redfin's websites were estimating the property values at. And not surprisingly, one was actually above the asking price, and then one was just slightly below. As a seller, if you're relying on these websites for your information, I don't blame you for listing your home at the price that they're recommending. At the same time, their estimates are off, and unfortunately, they're way off. In this case, I believe that the property is overpriced by about 6 to 8%. As a buyer, it's just as confusing because nobody wants to overpay. And at the same time, there is a price in which the property is a good value. So that's where a good agent can come in, help you assess the proper current value, give you some insight to the future market potential, and help you arrive at an offer amount that will help you bid confidently. If you'd like to know what I do differently to arrive at the accurate market price, reach out to me and I'll share my techniques with you. And don't forget, I'm putting a Best Buy report together every week. Just like my Facebook page and you'll have access to it right away. The first one was a beautiful little brownstone in Jersey City for $500,000, fully renovated. I put it up there and we got offers on it in 3 days before we could even go to the market on it. Now that's where you find your best deals. So like that page, and hey, reach out with any other questions you have. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.